Mr. Watson, what is this?
This is your new uniform.
To save the restaurant on the brink of closing, the boss asked us all to wear swimsuits to work. Anyone who refuses would be fired. Faced with this absurd request, I, as the head waiter, was the first to stand up and refuse. The boss immediately fired me on the spot. When I looked at the others, I thought my coworkers would join me in resisting, but to my surprise, they all silently complied. Angry, I stormed into the fitting room, questioning them why they didn't speak out in protest.
He will fire us. And who will feed my 10-year-old son? I know it is disgusting, but there is no way out. So please just put on this swimsuit.
To keep their hard-earned jobs, they were forced to comply, and even showed me their swimsuits, urging me not to go against the boss. Naturally, I refused, turned around, and left. Little did I know, my firm stand would lead me into even greater danger. After the servers changed into swimsuits, the restaurant that was on the verge of closing suddenly became popular. Not only did customers flock in, but a wealthy man also showed up wanting to buy it at a high price. The boss beamed with happiness, quickly ushering the wealthy man to a seat, preparing to sign the contract. At that moment, I walked in wearing my uniform. The wealthy man noticed that I was the only one not wearing a swimsuit, and asked the boss what was going on. The boss explained that I was no longer an employee, then stood up and warned me to leave immediately. But this time, I wasn't scared. In front of the wealthy man, I revealed how the boss had forced the servers to wear swimsuits. The wealthy man admired my courage, inviting me to sit across from him. He insisted that I change into a swimsuit and serve him, or he would not buy the restaurant. Seeing my co-workers in swimsuits without dignity, I hesitated but ultimately decided to sacrifice myself. I thought that if I wore the swimsuit and served him just once, the situation would be over. To my surprise, after seeing my beauty, the wealthy man made even more outrageous demands. He claimed he had never seen the restaurant's kitchen and wanted me to take him for a private tour. I, of course, understood his intentions and immediately refused. The wealthy man then signed the contract, telling me to think carefully about my co-workers. If I agreed to his request, they would have stable and dignified jobs. To prevent my co-workers from enduring any more humiliation, I chose to sacrifice myself again, reluctantly going with the wealthy man to the kitchen. Seeing that I agreed, the boss eagerly signed the contract. At that moment, the servers who witnessed everything realized something was off, and quickly rushed to the kitchen with the other girls. When they barged in, they saw the unexpected. Not only was I unharmed, but I was also wearing normal clothes again. It turned out that this was all a test by the wealthy man. He believed that the key to running a successful restaurant was teamwork, and my self-sacrifice for my coworkers earned his admiration. He immediately promoted me to restaurant manager. At this point, the boss didn't care about any of that. He was just eager to get the money for the restaurant transfer. But to his surprise, the secretary only handed him $1. It turned out that he had been so eager to close the deal that he had signed the contract before the wealthy man even finished writing it. Faced with a blank contract, the boss had no other